Hey guys, RTT back here for the video, guys. Today we're going ahead and taking a look at how does my 3090 benchmark with a different system. So obviously we normally benchmark it with a 9900K, which is a very fast CPU and is very gaming inducive CPU. Now we are benchmarking it with not a gaming CPU at all. I mean, the i9 7960X is opposite of a gaming CPU. It's a workstation CPU. It has 16 different cores. It's a very, very fast CPU when it comes to workstation rather than being fast when it comes to gaming. Now, this CPU is absolutely awful for gameplay, guys. I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? First off, on benchmark, it has an 80 for gaming. It has 105 for workstation. So if that shows you anything, guys, it is not the gaming CPU. I used to game on a CPU probably for the last 2 years, and I didn't really realize how bad it is at gaming. But anyway, let me go ahead and just show you guys the benchmark in Valley. For gaming, 73.3 FPS. Yes, this is the same 3090 that was getting 150 in my NZXT build with a 9900K. When you talk about thermal throttling of the CPU, this is what you're talking about. The CPU can't handle this beast of a monster, this 3090. It couldn't handle a 28 Ti either. So, again, very workstation-based card. Not really, I mean, on CPU, not really about gaming. So, it's kind of like the guy ironic here, right? So, I'm testing a gaming benchmark on a 3090. A 3090 is not a gaming card. It's a workstation card. I'm benchmarking that, and it doesn't make any sense for that reason. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about Blender, because Blender is a what's it called? A 3D application. It is actually workstation evolved. So this is what we had before. We had a 23 seconds for BMW. This is for the 9900K. Classroom 1 minute and 3 seconds. Fishy Cat 45 seconds. Kuro 1 minute and 2 seconds, and 2 minutes and 1 second for our last one. Now you would think, because again, like I showed you right here, guys, this is on the 9900K, the previous video I made, 3.6 gigahertz, right? You would think that this would be even faster, because if you go ahead and look at this CPU real fast, you can see it is a freaking blazer. I mean, this CPU is absolutely massively fast. So you would think it would be even faster, but to your dismay, it's actually not. I'm going to put these side by side. You can see right there, we got the 7960X CPU, 2.8 gigahertz. So it's actually slower base clock than the 9900K, which does kind of make sense. But overall, though, let's go ahead and see what we got here. We have results 23 seconds, so it's same exact results there. It's a little slower in the minute and 5 seconds in BMW. Classroom is a little slower at 47 seconds. What's called Kuro is a little bit slower at 1 minute and 5 seconds. And then finally, the last one, I actually don't have the last one. I'm gonna see if I have the last one on this video, but it's 2 minutes and 1 second versus 2 minutes and 1 second. So it's same exact one on the last one. I don't think I show the last. Oh, I do. Okay, Victor is 3 minutes 37 seconds, and this is 3 minutes 54 seconds. So this is actually really, really weird to see a i9 workstation card versus a non-workstation card in a 9900K. With 9900K, it's not like it's a non-workstation. It's not like, oh my god, you cannot have a workstation environment with that card. You can. By every stretch of the imagination, you definitely can. It's just not what, you know, when you're thinking about a workstation card, that's not what you're thinking about. You're not thinking about an i9, 9900K as a workstation card. It's more of a gaming card that you can use for a workstation. And while, I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name right now. The 10900K, that is more of a gaming and workstation card. This card right here, the 7960X, this is strictly a workstation card. And I'm very surprised with the results. I'm not going to lie. I'm very surprised. I expected a little bit better results. I expected the same gaming results we got. I didn't expect anything different in gaming. But for everything else, I expect it a little bit different. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Only thing that's changed really between the two systems is 64 gigabytes versus 32. But 32 is actually overclocked at 3200. And then for my 64 gigabytes of RAM, that's only at 2400. So it's faster RAM on the CyberPower PC than it is the other one. And motherboard wise, we have NZXT versus a Asus Strix. You can see right there, an A6 Tech OOG Strix X299 Gaming. So a little bit different, you know, stuff, but CPU wise, interesting to see how it actually is worse. I'm gonna be gutting this whole entire PC in the next like probably 2 months, and we're gonna be putting a whole entire new PC in this chassis, and we're gonna see an AMD build. We're gonna be doing an AMD build for this chassis, guys. My CyberPower, if you guys have not seen it already, go check it out. $5,000 PC build on my channel. We'll gut the whole entire thing. We're gonna put an AMD build in there, and we're gonna run it with both the big Navi, the new 6900 XT. And we're going to run it with a 3090X and 3090 and see which one's actually more powerful. And yes, because we are going to be using the new AMD processor Zen 3, we're going to be getting the top of the line there, and we're going to be going ahead and putting on rage mode, which if you guys, I didn't mention this in my last video, I'll mention it now, that the only reason why Big Navi 6900 XT could compete with the 3090 was because they had rage mode on, had all the bells and whistles turned on. That's the only reason why I can compare to a 3090. Nonetheless, though, 3090 is absolutely boss. Just don't run it with a CPU. That's pretty simple, right? Just don't run it with this CPU, and you'll be absolutely fine. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.